You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button.
How do you feel about playing, and I get Army sort of changed their offense a bit, but playing a triple option offense in the middle of the season?
I think it's difficult. Army coming into the year, Monken was supposed to sort of try to change it and not do as much of it. But if you go back to who they are, like, it's hard to get that out of your core. And you just don't see it often. It was very much like having to play the Wildcat back in the day before it became basically what every offense is, right? The Wildcat is now what's given birth to dual threat quarterbacks and zone reads and different things like that. But I think it's hard from an assignment standpoint, being able to find the ball, having the patience and discipline to know that if you step out of your gap or if you don't take your assignment, that they could make a big play. And so it's not fun either. It's just a boring sort of ball to play.
That's the objective, right? I mean, they are trying to shrink the game. And lull you till they hit the big run. So is RC, when you look at LSU's defense and where their perceived strengths, weaknesses are, is this a defense that should be able to fare well against an Army offense that, I mean, RC, they've struggled this year. Man, that Army offense has struggled this year. Like, should LSU do all right?
Matt Moscona, do you want me to hang up this phone and not be a part of this?
I'm trying to be optimistic here, RC. No, everyone always says I'm a Debbie Downer, I'm negative. I'm trying to be optimistic here, man. Help me out.
So being optimistic is asking if an LSU defense can fare all right against Army? Like, what are you asking? Are you asking?
I mean, I'm asking, RC, they're one of the worst defenses in the country. We all know it. Like, are they getting better?
But they're playing Army, Matthew.
Okay.
Army.
Okay, good. I feel better.
Are you in some way trying to incite the people? Do you want the fans to feel like there's a chance we can lose? Like, it's Army. We should blow them out.
Yes.
Are these great men, young men? Yes. Are they disciplined? Yes. Are they one day going to serve our country? And am I grateful for their service? Yes. Do I want any of them on my football team? No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
LSU gave up 300 rushing yards to Ole Miss, and they averaged like 60 a game. Like, they can't run the ball. Ole Miss can't run it, and they ran it for 300 yards against LSU. So I don't know, man. RC, LSU's a terrible. They've been a terrible defense this year, and I'm hopeful that they've got the ship pointed in the right direction. I just don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
If they don't, then that's our butt. Believe that.
Okay. Who on this defense in a game like this should have a big day?
I mean, I think you got to have a big day up front. You know, this is a defensive end game, right? Because it's the cat and mouse between playing the dive, playing the quarterback, being able to run to the pitch, and you know, I mean, like, there's one guy that's a real life star on our team. Mm-hmm. And when used correctly, he makes a ton of plays. You look at Harold being a guy that could play the slot, play the outside linebacker, also be the rush guy. I think he's important. When you think of Sam being able to run the alley at the safety position, the smart thing there is, okay, we can't get beat on the one or two times they do fake the option, right? They give you sort of the zone option down the line. Now, get the three-step drop and try to hit you in the seam. But somebody that runs and hits the way that he does, he should also have a big impact on this game. This is also a game, man, like, your interior lineman, like, step up, right? Step up, blow your neck, invert the line of scrimmage, make plays. And so I think defensively, the play, like, corners should go to their homes, right? We shouldn't even bring cornerbacks to the game. They should come hang out with me.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They should come hang out with me, bro, because they're not going to play.
That's actually a good thing, RC. For this defense, I'd rather not play the corners. That would be good.
Don't be like that, Matthew.
No, RC, it's man. They've been on the struggle bus this year, man. I'm serious. Okay, wait. All right, legit question. So one of the things that I think we're optimistic on, right, is second half against Missouri, they started getting stops. The defense played really well last week against Auburn.
Okay.
Can you, as a defense, improve in the manner in which it's going to take over the final month of the season when you play Bama and Florida and A&M? Can they improve in this game? Are there things you can continue to improve on in a game like this against a team that runs a completely different offense stylistically?
No.
Okay.
You can't.
All right.
It doesn't give you the opportunity to rep the things you'll see. Now, you can gain some sort of confidence in the fact that you played well, but it's not going to give you the reps of stopping the sort of ball we see now, and certainly not the level of athlete that they'll have to play against either.
Ryan Clark's with us. I got two more. He's on Twitter at RealRClark25. Y'all give him a follow. The Pivot, of course, if you're not subscribed up, get to YouTube. The Pivot podcast on YouTube. Subscribe up. Latest episode a couple days ago, drop with Drew Robinson. RC, give us a tease. What else are you dropping this week?
So this week we are, I don't know, you probably don't watch this show. Have you ever heard of the Power series?
I have not.
Okay, so the Power series is this 50 Cent actually has a series called the Power series. It started with one show, now it's all these other shows. A guy that plays on one of those shows who is named his name is Joey Badass. I don't know if I can say Badass
you
on
can
your
say
show.
Badass, that's fine.
Yeah, he's a rapper / actor from New York, went to all of these performing arts schools. So he's on our show. He's starting a mentorship program. We have Shakur Stevenson coming up. We have Adrian Peterson coming up. And we have one that we're working on that I'm really excited about that I don't know if we're going to get yet. So I can't tell you because I don't want to be the boy who cried wolf. But I think if we get this one, it could be one of the best shows we've ever done on the Pivot.
All right. I love to hear that. Check out the Pivot if you haven't done so yet. Fred, Channing, RC, doing great stuff on the Pivot. Make sure you subscribe up. I want to get a question about Jayden Daniels. And you told us from the day that LSU signed him that he's just fine.
I love being right. I love being right,
no, you're right. You're right about that.
Tony, I'm going to tell you now. I have a Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity chat from my fraternity brothers at LSU, and they always used to screenshot the blog boards. What I don't know what they call them. They used to screenshot them.
A message board.
Yeah, the message board. And they used to be hating on. They were so lucky. I knew I couldn't create one of those profiles and just go off on people. Where they at now, Sconey? Where they at now?
Oh, man.
Huh?
Hey, man,
where all the naysayers now, Sconey?
We were in lockstep on that one, man. Look, RC, people lost sight last year of how bad that offensive line was, and that Jayden Daniels accounted for literally 70% of LSU's offense. Without Jayden Daniels last year, you were a 5-win football team. He's great, and it's awesome to see. Do you think that – all right, I'll put you on the spot. Do you think Jayden Daniels will be in New York for the Heisman presentation? I'm not asking if he wins it, but do you think he will be a finalist?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And I think it will be because we will beat Alabama.
Oh. Are you calling that shot right now?
Calling that shot right now. We're going to beat Alabama.
Is that just like the purple and gold blood running through your veins, or do you honestly think that LSU's the better team is going to go win that game?
Hey, Matthew.
Yes,
Matthew.
Sir. Yes, sir.
How many times have you seen me have to tweet people back that say I hate LSU because I tell the truth? Come on now, stop it. There's only one person that does media who people think hates LSU more than they think I hate him, and that's you. So,
oh my God! If only people knew.
No. I do think they beat them. I think when you watch the way Bama can struggle offensively, you go back to the second half of the Arkansas game after Milroe kind of starts well. I believe we have good enough players and we could understand what they want to do from an offensive standpoint well enough to match them. And I just think that we are so explosive offensively from a wide receiver perspective at the quarterback position. And you have a running back that just gets downhill and bruises people with physicality. And I don't know, or I don't believe that the Alabama Crimson Tide could score with Jayden in that offense.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.